What's up, everybody? Rod J back again. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. So tonight, I'm going to take a look at a beer that is a classic that I've had many a time before, but had never done a review on it. Started drinking this one probably back at some point when I was in high school. I think the first time I actually had this beer, and it's one that has been around for say a good amount of time, really good amount of time, going back to I believe 1842. This is the Pilsner Urquell out of the Czech Republic. A classic Pilsner lager. 4.4% ABV on this one. And like I said, last time I remember having this, I remember it being kind of crisp and refreshing. But a solid replica of this style. But it's been a long time since I've actually had it. So, and I've never done a review on the channel. Of course, going to hashtag it proper glassware, as we have the Pilsner Urquell mug here as well to actually share this beer in. Big shout out to Vanessa. Cheers. Good to see you, my friend, as well. Hopefully you're having a great Tuesday, almost at hump day. So it felt like a Monday since I was out yesterday, but nice to know tomorrow is the middle of the week. Big shout out to Eric Gilbert as well. Cheers to you, my friend, too. And hopefully you're also having a great day. So, light, crisp, refreshing, kind of everything I remember about this one. This is actually the first time I've actually used this mug as well, since it's kind of the official beer glass for the beer. That's what I'm actually using. And let me see here. I'm going to slide this actually over to this side for the people that come in. And I'm going to switch it over to the beer review cam. So there you go, Pilsner Urquell right there for people that want to check it out. Here is the pretty cool bottle cap on it as well. That'll also go to the collection, and we'll put that down there in front if it actually does decide to stay up, so to speak. It may not. There we go, Pilsner Urquell. So into the glass, we have it all settling in there. Lots of carbonation action taking place, as you can see. A lot of good bubble. Head didn't really hold on too long, but it did come out with a little bit of a white or maybe barely off-white head, about an inch, and it's kind of broken down already. But you gotta like the streaming bubble action if you are picking them up on cam. Trying to keep my hand still so you can see that carbonation taking place. And you get the common things you expect to get with this style. It's got the yeastiness coming out. It's got the sweetness from the malts. You can easily pick it out to be a lager. And for me, most of the lagers, as I've said before, it's kind of got that barnyard type feel to the beer. So this one was actually good through this month, so I need to go ahead and get this one drunk. Whatever. I don't know which way you're supposed to go with that one, but taste-wise, pretty much what I kind of remember. So you get a big feel of the yeastiness in the mouth. You're getting that sweetness from the malts. It does have a crisp feel to it. It's got a little bit of a lingering of the flavor around, which is nice, so a pretty good duration. Shout out to Todd as well, and Alan, Eclectic Beard in the house. It does leave a little bit of the lasting flavor around, more so than I get with some other Pilsners out there. This one is leaving a little bit more in the cheek area, but it's also leaving a little bit of flavor there in the throat as well. This is actually one, and I've never done this before, but I know like Jerry Ford, the beer review guy, he's talking about how he used to put salt in beer. And give it a little bit of thing after he learned that from his dad, who used to drink beers. And this would actually be something you could probably put a little bit of salt in there to give it a little bit of a feel. I think that's the kind of style that would actually welcome that. Be great with salty type foods. So if you had a pretzel or you had some other food that has a nice salty quality to it, then this would definitely match up nicely. Definitely feel that carbonation on the tongue. But there's not really too much to say overall with it. It's just a classic representation of the style. Um, that sweetness in the mouth is very reminiscent of a lot of the adjunct lager type feel. I am definitely more of an ale than a lager person, but occasionally, especially when it's warm, I do like a nice lager. The lagers I usually prefer are more your Marzens, your Bocks, your Baltic Porters, things along those lines, than your straight classic stuff like this. Although every beer has a place at a time. One thing I will say that I do like about the beer is that even though it's 4.4 ABV, it's not very thin or light feel, and it's got a nice little body with it as well. So you're getting a little bit more out of it than if you were having this versus some of the light beers out there. So I do like that part of the quality to it. On the bottle itself, anything else they indicate, 1842, the Citizens Brewery of Pilsen brewed the world's first golden Pilsner and never stopped. We make it the same way in the same place with 100% of our ingredients from the same farming regions in Czech, as always. So they stay true to the original recipe that was used. Original Pilsner beers listed here on the bottle. On the back side, nothing really too much, just like your 21 plus. Preserving, 139 calories. Carbs, 16 carbs. So yeah, that's probably why it's got a little bit more of a feel to it than some of your lighter type beers that would fit into this area. But it's alright. It's decent enough that you can drink it and enjoy it. I kind of see this as like a nice dive bar type beer to actually drink as well. Catch up on some of the comments as the chat is flowing. Gilbert says, love still lager or Pilsner or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I can enjoy them from time. Like I said, they're not my style I usually get into as much, although now we do have some of the hoppy lagers that are being done, which I'm actually more attracted to because of me being more of an ale drinker. That I do like some of those hop biting ones that are on lagers. But, you get done mowing the grass or doing stuff outside, or you're grilling, or, you're doing something where you just want a nice, refreshing beer. You really can't go wrong with a Pilsner in that regard, kind of. It's going to always have that nice feel for you. Alan asking, Todd got Warzone installed, and Todd is actually downloading it now. Mine is actually download, ready to go. Did the training stuff I had to do on it earlier to unlock it. So after I finish this beer video, I'm about to go start some stuff on Warzone, which is the newest Battle Royale mode for Call of Duty. And I've been looking forward to checking that out. I was a big fan of, I'm still a big fan of Black Ops 4, and it's very similar to that, except now you have like a team that you're dealing with, so it's pretty cool. Let me see here, back at you. Ty said Alan played it. He said, yes, it's fun. Erie's in the house. Cheers, Erie. Says, hello, all. There's a die once you're done type game like Fortnite. Todd was asking. And he said, no, if you die, you go to a gulag where you do 1 versus 1, and if die, and then you're out unless your squad mates redeploy you at a buy station. So you have a chance to fight your way out of it and get back into the game, which is pretty cool. And I am a kid, won't go down. Hi, Todd, how are you? So Todd was asking about Erie, so Erie's actually pretty good. Just try to get the kid down as well. But overall, I don't really have too much more to really say on this one. I kind of wanted to take a look at it because I hadn't done that with this beer in a while. Plus, I wanted to kind of kick back and break out the glass and use that I've had there. I'm trying to get more of the glassware on some of the videos. So I had one for this. I said, well, let me get a Pilsner Urquell to match it up. This came from the international stuff that I was picking up more recently. So I'm still going through some of the international beers. And this was one that I actually got there. Still have a few more left. Trying to get more of the flavor from all around the world, so not just here in the U.S. Erie's, I'm downloading it too, not really, but who knows, night's young. Todd said Erie needs to join in, and what is it, the one called the game? What is this one called the game? It's still all Call of Duty, Vanessa, but Warzone is a part of it now. Alan's trying to get Arian. Says start your own BattleNet account as well. And you can download it. Actually, it's free if you just get the Warzone by itself as a standalone. But she said she may just pop in, and Todd said COD still Vanessa. So, which Vanessa was looking to also join us on there for possibly Call of Duty as well. But I'm going to go ahead and make this a nice short one. Call this one a wrap. If you've had this one, let me know what you think of it. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Again, it's a decent one that's not a bad one to have once in a while. Again, if you're, to me, it's just kind of like, again, if I was like at one of our, and I say dive bars, but it's kind of like one of those little bars where you're hanging out and you're just laid back, and everybody knows kind of a picture what a dive bar is kind of like. I can see kicking back with some of these. I went to one before, and I got Little Kings when I was there, and I would kind of put this the same type of way, kind of like one of those little bar type beers when you just want to kick back and not get fancy, but you want something better than, Bud or something. But yeah, definitely nice. He said, how was my day back to work, Rajay? It was all right. It was a catch-up day. So any day you take off time, you spend more time catching up when you come back. But pretty much it was fine overall. Had a lot of stuff to actually get done. It wasn't as bad. Market was back up today, which was nice. So calls weren't too bad at all coming in. What a coincidence. I'm drinking Pilsner Urquell tonight. Bart says, nice. Limited edition 4-pack cans and a 10 lunchbox. Released the last few years on Christmas. Cheers, bro. Cheers to you, Bart. And I've actually seen that one when it came out with the lunch box before, too, which is pretty cool. Gilbert says, cheers. Vanessa, yes, truck repairs, lower ball joints next. Axle all repaired and sealed. Because now Vanessa is doing the auto repairs as well. Todd said, cheers, all have a good night. Stay Corona free. The beer and virus. Yeah. You have not seen me do a Corona video on this channel. I don't know if I ever will. Although it's funny because you can't see it, but on the other side of my wall, I actually have a big Corona mirror. But that's about all the Corona I've actually have in my house, or actually I've gotten close to. But let's go ahead and wrap this baby up. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. And thanks to you, everybody that tuned in last night for the anniversary show. That was kind of fun to go through stuff, talk about the last 5 years. Looking forward to going forward on more stuff. Thursday night, of course, we'll have the Beer Flow show taking place. And then I'm thinking if people want to try to come on Tuesday night, we might be able to do a St. Patty's Day stream. So if people want to get Irish beers, that can be something great as well for us to do, like a St. Patty's Day stream, talk about some Irish-type beers, whether you get a Guinness or a Murphy's or some of your local Irish style type brews. There's a lot of stouts that are like Irish stouts, a lot of Irish red ales that are out there. If you're near Great Lakes, their Conway is a really good Irish red ale. So it might be something for Tuesday night to do as well for St. Patty's Day. And I just heard in Boston they canceled the St. Patrick's Day parade because of the Corona stuff, which is crazy. I mean, that's a huge tradition, obviously, in Boston. So we actually have one here in Cincinnati that's still planned right now. But we'll see what happens. They didn't stop the Beer Fest. Beer Fest kept rolling, so we were good to go. Irish coffee could even be something, Eric. If you want to do Irish coffee, that'd be great. Get you to talk about that a little bit or enjoy with us. But yeah, so if you guys want to see an Irish stream, let me know. Leave a comment on that as well, whether here or the community tab or whatever it may be. And we can look at maybe getting something like that set up for Tuesday night. That being said, I am itching to play some Warzone. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you all for tuning in for this little brief overview. And I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.